Negotiable Instrument of Deposit (NIDS) is a deposit document issued by a bank to a customer certifying a certain amount of money has been deposited with the bank at a specific rate and for a specific maturity date. Some banks call it Negotiable Certificate of Deposit. NID can be sold before its maturity date. It is a negotiable form of instrument. So, if a customer wants cash before the maturity of the NID, he can sell the NID in a readily active secondary market. Did you know who is the market player for this instrument? Firstly, commercial bank. The bank raises their short-term capital by issuing a certificate of deposit, or we call as CD. This CD are bought by investor and the bank. The purpose is for lending and investing. For example, in Malaysia, we have Maybank, CIMB, Public Bank. Secondly, investment bank. For organizations in need of short-term financing, this short-term product offer investment alternative. Affin Hwang Investment Bank is one of the investment bank in Malaysia. Next, we have Bank Negara Malaysia, or we know as PNM. In order to affect market condition, especially those pertaining to NIDS, PNM is essential in managing the money market, issuing its own instrument and putting monetary policy into action. Lastly, for NIDS market player is largest corporation. This market player may issuing NIDS as commercial paper to diversify their funding source for short-term financial needs.
What are the reasons behind the instrument issuance?
Firstly, capital generation. Bank issue NIDs to raise capital. It allows them to attract funds from investors or depositors, providing the bank with additional financial resources for lending and investment activities. The secondly is investment option. NIDs offer an investment option for individuals and entities looking for a secure place to park their funds. They often come with fixed interest rate, providing a predictable returns on investment. Thirdly is liquidity management. NIDs provide a relatively liquid investment option. Although they may have maturity dates, they can often be traded or sold in the secondary market, allowing investors to manage their liquidity needs. Next is collateral. NIDs can also serve as collateral for loans. Borrowers may pledge NIDs to secure a loan, providing lenders with a tangible asset that can be liquidated if the borrower defaults. And the last is corporate financing. Companies may issue NIDs as a means of financing their operation. It allows them to raise funds from the market by offering negotiable instruments with specific terms and conditions.
Okay, so what are the benefits of investing in this instrument?
NIDs provide investors with safety and stability by relying on trustworthy financial institutions. Unlike short-term gains, NIDs offer a layer of security by focusing on established banks despite the presence of risk. Secondly, NIDs provide higher liquidity than traditional CDs due to their negotiable nature, allowing investors to sell their NIDs in the secondary market before maturity, a liquidity not typically available with standard CDs under certain conditions. Thirdly, NIDs offer higher interest rate than traditional fixed income accounts, making them an attractive choice for investors seeking to maximize the earnings potential of their fixed asset, as they typically offer higher return than CDs and standard saving account. Okay, so last but not least, investors can adjust their deposit to fit their preference for duration and return by selecting from a range of NIDs with different maturity dates and interest rates such as short-term, long-term, fixed rate, and floating rate options.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Patricia. I am going to present to you guys about what are the characteristics of negotiable instruments of deposit. Firstly, the title. This is one of the most important characteristics of negotiable instrument. The individual who is using the instrument qualifies as the owner as well as the goods contained within it. instrument. A negotiable instrument not only grants ownership of the instrument but also the right to the property, and also a negotiable instrument's property can be transferred without formalities being required. Next is the rights. In the event of a legal issue affecting a timely holder or a holder in due course, the transfer of the negotiable instrument may sue in his or her own name. As a result, all previous parties are accountable to him. Such a holder is entitled to the full value of the instrument. Lastly, NIDs, like other negotiable instruments, are documented in writing, whether in either printed or digital form. This written record clarifies and validates legally validates the financial agreement.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm Balkis Bajisha and I will talk about the tenure for this instrument. Firstly, the tenure maturity period is divided by two, which is short-term and long-term maturity period. Short-term maturity period is the context of a negotiable instrument of deposit (NID) refer to the specific time frames during which the investment is held before it matures. Next, long-term maturity periods typically extend beyond 1 year, ranging from several years to possibly up to 10 years or more. Next, long-term maturity periods typically extend beyond 1 year, ranging from several years to possibly up to 10 years or more. Next, long-term maturity periods typically extend beyond 1 year, ranging from several years to possibly up to 10 years or more. Next, the responsibility of safekeeping and managing the original certificate associated with the negotiable instrument of deposit (NID). Firstly, authorized depository role. This bank serves as the official entity entrusted with the custody of the original certificate. Next, custody and safekeeping. The bank will keep the NID securely, ensuring that it is protected from loss, theft, or damage. Next, electronic holding. The mention of electronically hold implies that the bank may use electronic system or database to manage and store the details of the NID. Lastly, original certificate. The original certificate is the formal document verifying the existence and details of the NID. Lastly, original certificate. The original certificate is the formal.
In conclusion, negotiable instruments of deposit serve as crucial financial tools, providing flexibility and convenience in managing funds. These instruments, such as certificates of deposit, offer a balance between security and returns for investors. Understanding the terms, interest rate, and maturity period is essential for individuals and institutions seeking to optimize their financial portfolios. While negotiable instruments of deposit contribute to liquidity and capital formation, prudent decision-making and periodic reassessments are key in navigating the ever-changing financial landscape.